Well, hello there, everyone. Today is Tuesday, March 29th, year 2022, and this is Mazske Finance. Remember, as always, please subscribe, click the thumbs up, comment, and share any video you think is worthwhile sharing on your favorite social media platform. I do appreciate it. And as always, thank you. Remember, one way you can reward me is email me if you want a credit card referral. And watch our credit card referral on credit card rewards because you can have free vacations, etc., etc. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you about playing the long game. Excuse me, playing the long game, okay? I've basically been playing the long game since I was a kid, all right? Delayed gratification is another way of putting it, all right? I still play the long game, but I got to be careful. I'm 54 years old. How much longer do I have left in my game? I don't know. So I got to have a balance, right? Got to have a balance. I am lean, financially independent. So I need to have enough money coming in to pay my normal living expenses. But at the same time, I hope to stick around for decades to come. So I need to have a future path of future income coming in that hopefully will rise as inflation causes all prices to go up. So over time, we all need a larger income. If you're on a fixed income that does not get any pay raises, over time it's like it's losing value because prices are going up. Okay, so that's something to think about. So anyway, I was debating. I'm probably going to call it something like playing the long game, but I was debating calling it something like FOMO, fear of missing out. Why? I've been looking over this morning. I've watched some videos. I've read some emails. Oh, and while I'm thinking of it, I have different subscribers who will email me at times. I apologize if I'm slow to respond. I have something like 5 or 6 different emails. I also have a life I live. So at times I get behind on responding. So one person I'm thinking of, you know who you are, you're out in California. I will respond to you later today. My apologies. Another gentleman who emailed me, right before I started recording, I saw a response from you. So I may do a second video today with a general type response to a subscriber question, okay? So we'll see. So fear of missing out, playing the long game. As you may know, if you've been watching my channel, I have investments in rental properties, all right? I just got back up to 25 rentals. I had 25 rentals, then I sold my triplex, brought me down to 22. Now I'm back up to 25. The one difference is when I had the triplex, I had 3 rent checks coming in. I bought the 3 additional houses and 0 rent checks are currently coming in. All 3 houses need to be rehabbed. One has been getting work done to it. It's getting closer. I don't know when the actual completion date will be or how long it will take to get a tenant in there. The second one, I know some work's been done in there. It's been cleaned out because it was left with a bunch of junk in there. So work will be starting or may be starting already. And the third one, I literally just was officially closed on, I think it was yesterday, because I signed last Wednesday, I wired the money last Friday, and the title company got the seller's documents yesterday. So the keys were picked up and dropped off to my property manager yesterday. So anyway, they should be hopefully getting the contractors. My property managers have been inside the house. They've done a scope of work, I believe. They know it needs to be done. And they hopefully will have a contractor going in there promptly to get started. The good and the bad about all this, I'm spending a boatload of cash. 2 out of 3 houses I paid cash for. One, I got a bridge loan. That bridge loan, first interest payment only, is due on Friday. All right, so I got that. I know the exact dollar figure. So that payment is due on Friday. Once that first house is completed, once more work is done and I get more bills paid and get more documentation on the work done, I will do a draw type thing from Kiave where they will basically refund the money I spent on expenses. All right, refunding it because that's part of my loan, so I'm paying interest on it, so I need to get it back. I haven't submitted it yet because every time I submit it, there's a fee. It's like $179, something like that. Don't hold me to that. I might be off by a little bit. I don't want to request a draw 5 different times where each time I'm paying $179. my hope is to almost stick it out to the end, or at least more than halfway done. So then I get a chunk of money back, but also I'm only paying that fee once or twice, because $179 will add up. Okay, so I don't want to do it much at all. All right. So anyway, those 3 houses, I don't know when to expect rent from the 3. I just don't know. I may get my first rent check 2 months from now. I may get my first rent check 3 months, 4 months. I just don't know. Okay. So anyway, with oil drilling and mineral rights, because I have investments in both, I get monthly revenue. I get monthly revenue from my oil drilling and from the mineral rights. The oil drilling is with one company. They have the process they're going through. They're drilling their second well. The first well, if you watched the video of taking ownership, I think it was, as of late last week, it was producing, I think it was Thursday is what the email said. They were producing 10 to 11 barrels of oil an hour. Okay, 10 to 11 barrels of oil an hour. So that should be, I don't know what the figure is at now. I will find out probably next weekend. I get a weekly email. But that number should keep going up. Okay, where it'll top out at, I don't know. It's March now, so by the time we're getting paid for this oil that's coming out, we're looking at probably April, probably May, I'm guessing. All depends. May, June timeframe. So the expectations are this income will start ramping up, but it hasn't ramped up yet. Mineral rights, I bought my first mineral rights. Same time I invested in the oil drilling. I made both investments near simultaneously in December of 2020. The mineral rights, the oil drilling was one figure. It was almost an identical figure because I've added to both investments over the last 15 months or so. Okay, with the mineral rights though, when I first made the first buy, it was inside of my self-directed IRA. And over time, I have made other purchases inside my self-directed IRA and also in my spouse's self-directed IRA. So that's really playing the long game, but it's not as long anymore because we have to wait till we're 59 and a half to access that money. So anyway, I have learned from these three investments that are already paying me. I've seen how they pay out. I've seen when you get your first payment, it's a little bit more and then it drops off, then it maybe picks up and then it kind of levels off. I'm starting to see that, I get an idea what to expect. Since about last September, I've been making more purchases in the mineral rights acreage and in the oil drilling. In the mineral rights, I was making them from September through January-ish, I think it was. They take roughly 6 months, 180 days, from the time they fully fund an investment to when you get paid. So for the first one I bought in September, we're looking at, I believe, April 10th as the first check. Hopefully April 10th, okay? I don't know what that dollar amount will be, all right? When I do get it in, I expect a larger check. Let's just throw out the number of $1,000. Somewhere in there, I don't know. And then on the 25th of the month, I'll get the normal monthly revenue. And then every month after I get the normal monthly revenue, whatever that revenue turns out to be. But then with those other mineral rights I bought, they're staggered out. Come April, come May, I should get 1 or 2 more that will pay out on the 10th. And then the monthly revenue will come out towards the end of the month in those. And again in June and July and perhaps in August and September, I think, something like that. So anyway, the fear of missing out, playing the long game, chomping at the bit, because there's another mineral rights portfolio that just came out. I like the name of it. It's called the Grizzly. I like Grizzlies. So with that one, I was looking at it. The price of it is in my sweet spot for making a purchase. But at the same time, I can't. I just can't. I am rehabbing 3 houses. The market's changing. Interest rates are going up. So I got to be careful because we've made videos. You have to have cash reserves. If you have real estate, you have to have cash reserves. All right. I'm living off my investments basically. All right. I cannot deplete my cash reserves and have something big happen and I can't pay it. That's a no-no. I cannot do that. That's not going to happen. So I need to keep my cash reserves. But my cash reserves are getting spent down because I am rehabbing 3 houses and so on and so on. And it will take time to get them finished. The first one I will probably get a normal mortgage on it, 30-year fixed rate mortgage. I don't think I'll pull cash out of this, just a little bit to recoup some expenses perhaps. But the second and the third, my hope is I can do cashback refinancing on both those. Not pull out a ton of money. I'm not going to pull out excess cash. I'm probably going to try to get a mortgage on basically how much I paid or combined with how much I invested. Maybe even not fully. I may say I spent altogether $80,000. Maybe I get a mortgage for $65,000 and I keep $15,000 in the game. Okay, I might do something like that. And so I don't need all my money back, but with that being said, I'll get a chunk of my money back. And I need to replenish the coffers just a bit. All right, so I play the long game, but at the same time, I remember Tom McKay. Tom McKay was a guest on my channel just the other day. Hopefully you've had a chance to watch his talk with me. But Tom, either in his book, or I think it was in one of his videos on his YouTube channel that I've watched, I think it was there, I heard him say it, he basically said something to the effect that he's never had cash reserves. He played a different game than me. He was buying just in his market, and he was flipping, buying, flipping, buying, selling, buying, flipping. So he always had cash coming in. So he didn't keep reserves because there's always something being sold, cash coming in, something being bought, rental coming in. It's just, he never had to worry about cash reserves. And I think even Don might have said this, once you get enough rentals, you don't per se have to worry too much about cash reserves because you're getting enough monthly revenue coming in that more than covers your living expenses, and that just can be used to fund more deals, which increases the income. So if something happens, you need a new roof, you need a furnace, your monthly income can basically cover it, okay? I need to get an eye exam. That's the one doctor I haven't been to yet here. Both the missus and I, we both need eye exams. So anyway, I play the long game, but I got to balance it with the short game. I need income to live on, but I need to plan for the future because more than likely the future will come and we need income to live on. So look at your own portfolios, look at yourself. Do you want to become financially independent? Are you willing to leave your employment like I did and the missus and move to a new area with a new mortgage and be considered lean financially independent? Can you do that? Can you tighten the belt if you need to, like I am doing? I did get 2 rocking chairs yesterday though. So I've been here a year. I need to utilize my front porch. So I bought 2 rocking chairs. I assembled them yesterday and it was more than what I was expecting. I forgot how it works out when you assemble furniture, and maybe you need to drill holes that they didn't pre-drill, and et cetera, et cetera. And putting chairs together is different than putting a desk together. I sold a desk before I left Virginia that I had bought, assembled, and stained 20 plus years ago, and I just sold it. Before I left Virginia, we sold it, and it was a solid desk. And I was like, wait, I made that, I sanded it. I had to sand it. That's right. The wood came in kind of rough. I had to sand it down, stain it, and assemble it. That was kind of cool. The rocking chairs came in pre-painted and just had to assemble them. All right. Why? Because I like sitting. I like sitting I want to enjoy my front porch. I want to enjoy inside my house. I want to enjoy my pool deck. And once my tiki hut's built, I want to enjoy hanging out at my tiki hut. So you got to play the long game. You got to resist the fear of missing out. Because it's hard. It's hard if you're buying rentals and you see this great rental, but you just don't have the cash. You got to control yourself. Unless you're a Tom McKay and you can swing for the fences without having that cash built up. All right, so myself, I got to be cautious. I got to play the long game. I got to balance it with the short game. So hopefully this video has been worthwhile for you watching. Again, I may make a second video later today answering a subscriber question on their particular situation, but I'll do it in general terms, more than likely. So, all right, y'all take care, stay safe, keep loving life, and Mazske is signing out.